Hey everyone, it's Mare from the Benniebarrefitness Pilates studio, and today I'm going to be showing you the control balance exercise on the springboard. I'm using my longer set of springs that are set to a level 5 with the rollback bar attached. To get into position for the control balance, we're going to roll the legs over and then bring the toes down to the mat. One leg lifting up overhead, returning that foot and reaching up again. Typically in the mat exercise, we have our arms up framing the face, anchoring the feet down to the mat and holding onto the foot. You can see there a little slip in my control and balance with the arms hovering onto the springs here with the rollback bar. So this is a fun new challenge. You're going to want to make sure that you can balance here on the shoulder girdle with this mat exercise before coming onto the springboard and challenging yourself in a new way. You can see me in this exercise taking a single pulse where I just lift the leg and lower back down. You can also take that leg up and pulse, further extending that hip extensor stretch here, where I'm just taking a single sweep, holding the balance and lowering down. The muscular focus for this exercise is the hip extensors, and this is an advanced spinal articulation exercise. It works to strengthen the hip extensors and to improve hip flexor flexibility while also strengthening the core. Just like the jackknife, we are going to see more pressure coming into the cervical spine here in this inverted position when those legs lift up, more so than you would in the roll over. But if you have any neck injuries and things, this exercise should be avoided. Also, make sure that you're really comfortable with this exercise on the mat before taking it to the springboard and holding onto that rollback bar. This is a fun new twist and variation to utilize the springs while working through this exercise. So we want to keep the focal point of your weight onto the shoulder girdle, really pressing into those shoulder blades rather than coming up into the head or the neck. We want to keep the pelvis and trunk still and stable as those legs are changing. We don't want the hips to shift back and forth. It's all about control and balance. We also want to minimize the bearing of weight onto the cervical spine. Although when those legs reach up in the air, there's going to be more pressure coming into the cervical spine than you would in the roll over, even though we're really trying to keep the weight in the shoulder girdle. This exercise requires quite a bit of core strength as well as flexibility to just get into position for this exercise. There's a reason that it's an advanced level. However, as you're working through this exercise, it can really help you for greater strength and stability for the jackknife, where we lift both feet together. Thanks so much for joining me in the studio today and taking the control balance to the springboard. Check out my channel for more Springboard Pilates as well as Mat Pilates, Barre, and much more. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I'm putting out my next video. And if you're really serious about your Springboard Pilates work, you should look into joining me on Patreon. I have a Springboard Pilates tier where I put out brand new unique classes on the springboard each and every week. The classes vary in length. We can have full-length 45 to 60-minute classes or shorter 10 to 15-minute classes for when you have less time. All that information can be found in my write-up below. And in the meantime, if you're wondering what to watch next, here are some other videos that you might like. See you guys next time in the studio.